Tillers, we're getting close to the end of the semester. So there's this weird vibe with holiday and final stress, all rolled into one. You wanna be happy, but you can't, because it's finals. Anyway, either way, we have a weekend coming up. Make sure you use it to study because Algebra 2 test is going to be a little woozy, you know. Anyway, next week is Monday is the only day that's a full day. The next 3 days are going to be minimum days, and Friday, no school. Yay, but finals. Anyway, let's bring out Diana Serrano with our morning announcements. Announcements, please.
Of course. Next week is finals week. Here's what the schedule looks like. On Tuesday, it's gonna be 0 period, 1st and 4th. Wednesday, 0, 2nd and 5th. And Thursday is gonna be 3rd period and 6th. Students, if you purchase school pictures, please be sure to pick them up in the student store today. The Givers United Club will be having its national holiday food drive-in passing through Thursday, December 19th. They place holiday boxes in every classroom and will be collecting canned food in your first period classes. Whichever class raises the most amount of cans will be win a free food party, either pizza, donuts, cupcakes, etc. So make sure to participate. Tonight is the Jingle Jazz concert in the cafeteria at 7 p.m. Admission is free. Join the instrumental music department for dessert and dancing. This Friday night, December 13 at 6 p.m. in the Little Theater, there will be a festive viewing of Home Alone. Wear your coziest PJs. Hot cocoa and snacks will be available for purchase. You'll also see our very own theater students perform a few comedic holiday monologues at intermission. Suggested donation is $4. If you order and pay for your class ring, you may pick it up on Monday, December 16th. Scott graduation services will be here during lunch in the plaza. Have you signed up for any college visits? Today, Irvine Valley College will be in room 803 during the tutorial. Ask your teacher if you could be excused and go to room 803. Cal State Fullerton Student Tutors Program provides free tutoring services for our students Monday through Thursday from 1:45 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. So drop into room 41250 for any assistance.
Great, that was awesome. By the way, today's National Gingerbread House Day. Are you making any?
Yes, definitely. Gotta get up the spirit.
Oh.
I'm thinking of building a 4-story gingerbread house with a few guest rooms.
It's a gingerbread house. No need to be fancy. No. Let's move on to weather report with Ian Patrell.
So it's been a sad and gloomy time with the vast amounts of rain. But today, the weather's looking up. I'm getting sudden reports of mass amounts of snow. Now to you, Chris, with Drive School.
Hi, I'm Chris, and this is Drive School with Miss Alva. So, who taught you how to drive?
My dad. My dad was the one that would take me to drive around the neighborhood.
What was your first car?
A 1967 yellow Bug. I called it Tweety because it was yellow.
What's your dream car?
Back then, it was a convertible Mustang. Now, my dream car is a convertible Audi.
When did you get your license?
I got my license when I turned 16, but I didn't get my license right away. I failed the driving test the first time. I didn't speak English very well because I moved here when I was 15 and a half. I didn't read the signs, and I actually, during the driving test, went on a freeway the wrong way.
Was driving school boring?
No, because I got to do it with all my friends. So I don't know if you've ever seen an 80s movie where the driving instructor is sitting in the passenger seat and the student, is driving and he's grading them and whatnot. Well, that was me, kind of, hey, talking about the homecoming dance with my girlfriends, and the instructor freaking out and having a heart attack because I'm like, yay, my makeup and, stuff like that. So that was Senora Alva back in the day.
When you first started to learn how to drive, were your parents freaking out of every little mistake you made?
Yes, gosh, they bugged, like, you're stopping too hard, or you didn't make that stop long enough, or, freaking out.
Was there any road that you wanted to see how far it went?
Yes, in Europe, there's a road called the Autobahn. It's my dream to go on that road.
What's the most difficult road you have ever driven on?
The mountains going up to Big Bear. I'm terrified. It is, those curves and stuff on the mountain. I'm scared. I kind of tense up and get really nervous.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen while driving?
Somebody changing in a car while driving, taking off a blouse and changing, on the freeway. The weirdest thing. It wasn't me.
What's your favorite song you like to jam on while driving?
But right now, because it's Christmas season, I totally bolt out like All I Want for Christmas from Mariah Carey, screaming it from the top of my lungs. People actually stare, but yeah.
What advice would you give to the drivers around Tustin?
Yeah, you can be the best driver, but you have to be really aware of others. Also experience. I mean, driving is all about experience, and it's stuff that you'll know sometimes by just feeling, and that only comes with experience.
How would you rate yourself as a driver?
I'm pretty good. I think I'd give myself like an 8. Can we drive faster?
If you want.
Ready? There's no seatbelts. Always wear seatbelts.
Okay.
You heard this next group perform at the Winter Assembly, and now we have them performing Santa Claus is Coming to Town live in our studio. So let's welcome Tustin High's very own voice collective with director Mrs. Snyder.
Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town, oh, he's making a list and checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town, coming to town. You're awake, he knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming, Santa Claus is coming, Santa Claus is coming to town, coming to town.
Hey everyone, I'm Cesar Nunez and we are here at Comics, Tunes, and Toys. Today I'll be sharing some of my knowledge about the store, so without further ado, let's go inside and check it out. This store has been around since 1988, and it was first named Cool Stuff when it debuted at that time. And as you can see here, they don't just sell comic books, they sell graphic novels, action figures, collectibles, and many more items. TNT Comics also happens to have wall comics. They are CGC graded. Their job is to rate every comic depending on their condition that they're in. And this right here is The Question. It features Rorschach, which is his first appearance from the Watchmen series, and he has worked his way into DC Comics. So imagine a comic book is like an episode of a series, in which this case a graphic novel is basically a box set and it contains the whole story. This is one of my favorites that I personally enjoy, or if not, we also have The Secret Wars, which I also recommend. And my personal favorite, I would say, is Kraven's Last Hunt. Alright, this is a hard copy, and here we have the paper copy. They are both great. They also have another wall to help people learn about other graphic novels. If you're still unsure on where to begin on your journey of reading comic books, I suggest starting off with the recommended reading section of the store. As you can see, we have fans of action and adventure, fans of fantasy, fans of sci-fi. We got fans of crime stories, superheroes, you name it. We like to give a special thanks to the manager of the store, Jacob. He let us tour around and share our knowledge about it. If you want to sell your toys or comics, they are buying at the moment. They're also going to have a holiday sale, a Christmas sale. It is I, Cesar Nunez, signing off.
What's up?
Well, Tasmania, Up is a movie about an old man.
No. Sports-wise. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, I knew that. Well, Varsity Boys Soccer had a game this Monday against Buena Park, and we wiped the floor. Looks like we're gonna have a great season. Varsity Girls Water Polo continue to win. They beat Rancho Alamitos on Tuesday, and last night, Varsity Girls Basketball played Edison High School in a friendly game. They beat the Chargers 38-34. Nice work, Lady Tillers. Boys basketball has a record of 7-2, and they play Savannah High School at 7 in the old gym. With more on the team, here's another episode of Ari and Igor's Who Got Game.
Alright guys, we're back with another edition of Who Got Game. I'm here with Marshall.
Ben.
Basically, we're going to be doing our Tustin Killer Basketball Edition.
So basically what the rules are is if you make a shot from wherever we say, then you don't have to answer the question. So, I don't know, boys, do you think you can do it?
Yeah,
we got it.
Let's find out. Alright, our first contestant is Hashim. You ready, Hashim?
Yes, sir.
Alright, basically all you gotta do is hit a shot from right here. Not too hard, right? You can hit us in the game,
Hey, bro, there's
right?
some pressure in this.
So drain it. Damn. Alright, what countries fought in the U.S. Civil War?
The U.S.
Good stuff.
All right, Ben, so you're going to shoot from right here. If you make it, I don't have to ask you a question, so up to you.
All right, for sure.
Ooh, okay. A squared plus B squared equals C squared is known as what?
The quadratic formula.
Nah, dude.
Wait, A squared, what was it?
It's A squared plus B squared equals C squared is known as what? I mean, all the math teachers are watching.
Say it again one more time.
Alright, now we got
Cameron.
Alright, Cameron. Basic, right here. Ooh, very clean.
Okay, so now we're with Hashim again. Let's see if he can make it from this spot.
Alright, Ben, you just gotta hit a three-pointer from the corner right here. If you make it, no question, bro. No question. This close. What's the biggest state in America? The biggest
Texas.
state. Texas?
Yeah, Texas.
Actually, bro, there's Alaska. I don't know if you remember, but it's the biggest state.
Whatever, bro.
So now we're with Cameron again, and I told him to make a half-court shot. So if he makes it, then no question, bro.
That's easy.
Okay, so what was the first planet to be discovered? Like Mercury, Venus?
Earth.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Come on, I'm too nice.
My turn now. So when I score on Igor, I'm gonna ask him a question. I said when. Check out, boy.
What's 9 times 3 times 40 times 0 plus 1?
1.
Okay, bro, okay.
C minus in math, bro.
Okay, so just to wrap up everything, Ben, if you make a dunk shot, then I don't have to ask you a question.
Wait, hold on. How about if I dunk on you, then I get to ask you a question?
Ooh.
Alright. Ben, it's alright. Oh. Where did I make?
Question is, who is this basketball player?
Oh no, G, who is that?
This is Ion.
Oh my god.
Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Unfortunately the basketball players didn't do that well. Maybe next year they'll do better.
Yeah, so they're gonna have a Foothill game on December 19th home, so be sure to come out and support them.
We gotta win. Let's beat Foothill.
Some of the best gifts are homemade. The art department is hosting a sale to help us all get ready for Christmas. To tell us more about this, here's Mrs. Gray and Ian Petrell. How's life going? The whole ceramics life and everything?
It's good. Lots of work.
Really
Messy.
Dirty. It's complicated, but we get it done.
That's good. So when is the sale and where is it going to be held?
Well, it's going to be this Friday, December 13th at the Plaza Stage.
Both at lunch and after school.
Right. Oh, sorry, that's my alarm. It's time to clean up in class.
Oh, yeah, it gets messy.
Yeah.
So where is the funding going to and what is this for?
So the funding, 50% of the money is going to go to the students that actually make the work, and then the other 50% is going to go back to the ceramics department. We have a club called National Art Honor Society, and that money is going to go to arts field trips and different things like that.
So it's a lot of work to like organize an event like that. Who did all the organization and all that stuff?
NAHS, we take it all into like legislative and stuff. So we got different people running different things.
That's cool. So we have a video about you guys like working in class, so let's take a look at that. an amazing class work I got to experience. But so like, did you guys make anything for the sale, like you personally?
I did. I believe you did as well, right?
Yeah, I have some work because I sell in Long Beach a lot, so I brought some extra work to sell to donate to the sale.
That's so cool. Well, thank you guys for coming, and now it's time to look at that's it for our show. I would like to thank our guest, Mrs. Snyder, Miss, this is a long name, wait, Mrs. Snyder, Miss Gray, Ian Petrell, and the Boys Collective for coming on today. And make sure to follow us on Instagram. And that's it for our show. See you next week.